Well, good morning, my little Lutherans. It's Pastor Mike here again. Hopefully, everyone's doing well. Everyone is excited that we're now in August. Today is August 1st, and that means school is coming soon, but not here yet. And even as we've been going along, we've been spending a lot of time with our families, and sometimes that's hard, and sometimes that's easy, which makes me think of a really good book. So I have a book today and it's story time. And I'm back this time. I know Leo's fun and I know Pastor Kit is fun as well. She did Christmas last week. She went and took the story time from me, but I'm back and I got one that I think is really good as we get ready for school. And it's called God Gave Us Family. Yeah, our family right now, one that we've been spending time with, is a gift from God, and we love them, even when it's a sticky wicket. All right. God gave us family. Mama, how come our family only has one kid? Oh, they're swinging out there in the woods. It's a wolf family. Well, little pup, you're the only child we have so far, and maybe the only one we'll ever have. But we thank God for you. Your arrival made us a family. Wally's family has 8 kids, and we only get one. God gave them their family, Papa said, just as he gave us ours. Families come in all sizes. We could adopt a baby, little pup said. Adopt? Mama asked. Yeah, like Ben's family. That's something to consider, Papa said. It's special when a family adopts a child as their own. It's kind of like how God makes each of us part of his family, choosing us, loving us forever. Yep, that's Ben. He was adopted. God gives us families in lots of different ways, Pop said. Look at Graham the goose. His mom is raising all goslings by herself. Yeah, but they get to see their dad this summer. He lives on another pond. Sometimes a mama or papa can't be a part of raising their kids every day, Papa said, but they're still family. Maxwell lives with his grandpa and grandma, little pup said. Are they a family too? You bet, Mama said. Whenever somebody is loving and caring for another, that's a family. Our pack is a part of our family too, Mama said. What? Little pup exclaimed. But some of them aren't even related to us. Mama smiled. That's how God works. He brings together those who love him to create an even greater family. I usually like being in a pack, but sometimes they're annoying, little pup grumbled. Huh? Right? Sometimes family can be hard and annoying. We know that. It's true. Even family can get on our nerves now and then, Papa said. Just like we can get on theirs. But because we're family, we figure out how to get along. We need to love the family God gave us. Look at all the wolves. They're getting together for a family reunion. You might not be able to read it up there, but that's the grandma and grandpa, and they're going to a family reunion. There they are. They're all in for a big hug. This is all our family, little pup asked. Yep, Papa said. God gave us everyone. I think I like our family best now, little pup whispered. When everyone's sleepy and quiet. I think little pup and I agree. I like sleepy families. It is good, isn't it? Mama whispered back. But God gave us family and joy in quiet and loud times too. Some families stay out all night like the raccoons. That's crazy, little pup said. I'm glad God didn't give us that sort of family. Little pup's got opinions. Little Pup smiled when his favorite cousin finally arrived. Favorite cousins! His cousin liked to play like he did and was good at helping him ignore the more annoying little wolves. Then Little Pup met two new cousins and decided he liked them too. And the three wolf pups that had driven him crazy last year seemed better this time. Over the next few days, they made a fort. They're having a really fun family reunion, aren't they? All those wolf pups are getting into mischief. And played hide and seek. And climbed high so they could howl at the moon. Look at all those little pups having a great time. And hung out with their grandparents, listening to them tell old stories. Yep, it's nighttime, it's campfire, and they're hanging out with Grandma and Grandpa. And that night, Little Pup decided he'd never want a different family. He liked, no, he loved the one God gave him. I like that story. It's a good one. It reminds us that God gives us our families and that there's ups and downs, there's strikes and gutters, and sometimes weird things happen. But we learn to be thankful. We learn to live, and we learn to work together. It's a good one, especially as we're starting to move back to school. And I know parents and even some of you kids might have some worries about how it's going to go. But we always have our families, and they'll help us through. Now, Spark Bible. Again, I love it. And we're going to look at our gospel lesson for this Sunday. It's a fun one. It's called Jesus Feeds 5,000. It's a little bit longer, so bear with me. It was a beautiful sunny day as Jesus and his disciples crossed the Sea of Galilee in a boat with white sails. Jesus had been healing sick people, and many more people of all ages came to see him again that day. Maybe they could hear more of Jesus' stories or see him show God's power through another miracle. When Jesus saw the large crowd of men, women, and children, he asked his friend Philip, "How are we going to get enough food to feed all these people?" Philip answered, "I could work for 6 months and not earn enough money to buy food for all these men, women, and children." That's a lot of food. The disciples didn't know what to do. Just then Andrew pointed to a young child and said, "Here is a boy who has 5 small loaves of bread and 2 fish. It is something, but it certainly is enough food for all these people." The boy looked very nervous as he said in a small voice, "Jesus, please take my food if you think it will help." Jesus took the 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish that the boy offered and asked his friends to have the crowd sit down. About 5,000 people sat in the grassy meadow by the lake that day. After Jesus gave thanks to God, he blessed the 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Then he shared the food with all the people who were there that day. All 5,000 people ate until they were full. Can you believe it? All of them ate. 5 loaves and 2 fishes? That's pretty impressive. Well, there's more. Then Jesus said, "Now, let's gather up all the leftovers." I like leftovers. And do you know what? There were enough leftover pieces of bread to fill 12 large baskets. More loaves and fishes were left over than the boy had given to Jesus. The disciples shook their heads in disbelief as they struggled to pick up the baskets, heavy with food. The people saw the full baskets of leftovers and began to understand that something extraordinary had just happened. Another miracle. Jesus smiled as he heard people say, "God must have sent Jesus to us." It was a day the boy, the disciples, and all the people would never forget. What a great story. It's a good reminder to us that there are certain points in time where we get worried and scared about not, having enough. But that little boy was brave. He had a little bit and he was willing to share it with God. And God was able to do something amazing, and that was take care of a lot of people with it. We can be brave sometimes when we feel that we should share. We can sometimes worry that there's not enough. But with God, he's always looking out, caring and loving us, and will make sure we're taken care of. So just remember that. That's part of our gospel lesson for this Sunday. Well, brothers and sisters, little Lutherans, it's always good to take some story time with you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Blessings and have a good August. Bye now.